Greater Brother Charles Howard, memory of her. He is known as to be the Superior General of Marist Brothers. He is the former Superior General of Marist Brothers and is the one who laid the stone of foundation in this center. To our followers on YouTube, Marist Vacations, I would like to say welcome to all. Reverend Brother John, thank you for having honored my invitation. You are most welcome.
Thank you.
Today, as you see, I'm privileged to be with Reverend Brother John. Simply, can you tell us who you are?
Okay. First of all, my name is Reverend Brother John Ukandu, lgnace, from province of Nigeria, and I belong to the Institute of Marist Brothers of the Schools, Nigerian province.
Oh, that's great to meet you, somebody from Nigeria. How did you get started?
Actually, the call was there as a child, but sometimes it's difficult for a child to make a decision. But with the grace of God, as an adult, it continues to be there, and the zeal to serve God was there. So coming in contact with the Marist Brothers and also the apostolate of schools in Nigeria, for instance, they are known because of their unique education of the youth. So from there, I felt in love to join them and also to serve God in Marist way of life. So from there, I have to apply. So I met the vocation director, who took time to explain some of the things that requires for me to join Marist life. So from there, I was given admission to start as a postlant. It was around 2015. So from postlant to novitiate, from novitiate to here to me.
Wow, that's great to hear that. Long journey of discernment.
Actually, it is.
What shaped your life in a Marist life?
There are a lot of things that shaped my life to become a Marist brother. Take for instance the brothers that comes around during my postlancy, especially the young ones that finish their novitiate and their profession, so they do come around to visit the postulate house. So from there, looking at them, we are a kind of encouraged. I say to myself, since this person can make it, why can't I? So from there, I was also looking at the life of the brothers in the community, and which has been so wonderful for me. So from there, my interest was built upon that, and also the way of life of my brothers also contributes a lot to my vocational journey. And with that, I felt that I can also join them in their life.
Yeah, that's great. There is one scholar in America known as John Maxwell. He said, the greatest gift you can give to your friends, your personal development. It is a very awesome. I would like to ask you, what do you have to say about the Marist National College or Center?
Okay, it's a center where young brothers that have finished their novitiate comes for studies and also to continue their ongoing formation, and is known as a scholasticate for the young religious. So the Marist Brothers from all parts of Africa comes here in need to study and also to continue their formation, ongoing formation. They specialize in a particular discipline in education, which will enable them to carry out the mission of the brothers, which is school apostolate. So from there, they will acquire the first degree in education, which will enable them to teach and also to work in school, and also religious studies, which is part of our studies in youth, which will enable the young brothers to acquaint themselves with church documents, and also to know what the church is talking about in some of the faith or belief of the Catholic Church. So here, all the brothers from Africa comes here to study and also to experience one another, and also to see the uniqueness of our diversity, especially in culture, where they also learn from each other. So from after 4 years, they go back to their various provinces.
That's great richness. I remember that once Mother Teresa said, the secret of being a religious life is a joy. What wisdom would you offer to the young men who would like to join a Marist life?
The only thing I have to tell them is that if you feel that you have the call to become a married brother, it's good, but you have to desist in some negative comments of people. Take for instance, some will see brotherhood as a waste of time, or some people that are not capable of becoming priests, or some people that are not able to make it in life, so they see it as a kind of a place to go and dodge. But it's not true. Marriage way of life is a vocation. In fact, religious life as a brotherhood is a vocation in its own and is within the church. So the only thing I have to tell them is to be courageous and be determined. They should follow their heart desire and their decision. And also, when they are if they are lucky to be admitted in the postulancy, they should not do anything to please the formators, because nobody cares. Because after everything, they will still evaluate you based on the requirement. So they have to be themselves and do whatever they are asked to do in the formation house, be obedient, and also see how to relate with one another very well, because it's not easy for the first time, because there used to be a lot of misunderstanding within that first period of postulancy. There used to be quarrels and misunderstanding because we don't know each other, so we are trying to study each other and see how to go with each other. So when they go there, they should just calm down and do whatever they ask them to do, and also to avoid quick decision, because it rules some vocation, and which some of them later regret in life, and some will come back, but the second opportunity may not be given to them. So, and also they should not forget to put everything in prayer, and also ask our Blessed Mother Mary, our good mother, for our own institute. We take her as a good mother. They should also ask her for intercession, and also to pray that she may intercede for them so that they will succeed.
That's great. I remember that when I was attending Sunday schools, I was taught that all of us were called to one call, which is the wholeness, as our Heavenly Father is. Therefore, remember also the 2016, the Catholic Church released the document known as the Brotherhood, a gift we received, a gift we share. Having said this, I would like to ask you, how would you like to be remembered in this life of service?
For me, what matters is not what we do, but the effort we put in doing that, and the goodness of what we do. For me, I would like to be remembered with the good things I have done, not the bad things, because if it's bad things, nobody would like to associate with himself or herself with something that is bad. But if it's good, everybody wants to associate himself with that. So I would like to be remembered based on my goodness towards my brothers in the community and also in the province at large, and also outside my community, the world at large. The soul I'm able to get to, the souls I'm able to convert for God, because the work we do as religious is not our work, but the work of Christ. So the work of Christ I'm able to do in the society, the people I'm able to change their life, that's my happiness. If I'm able to do that, then it will be something good for me when I'm being remembered with that.
That's great. So I remember that, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday was the foundation day of Marist congregation.
Yes, we are
Can you
right.
tell us something about that? Maybe those who will follow us, they understand where the origin of the Marist Brothers or the schools.
Okay. The foundation of the institute is different from the feast of the founder, which is Martin Champagne. So the day we use to remember the origin of the institute, how the institute started in France with one young lad, how the founder managed to convince the boy because he has a vocation. So the founder, Martin Champagne, being his spiritual director, was able to direct the young man. So from there, he managed to start with him and with others coming to join. And this was around 1817 when the founder, Marcellin Champagne, started to lay the foundation of the institute in France. So from there, the institute continues to grow, because everything in life grows, and also there are changes also. So from 2 to 3, 4, so from there till the mission reached to the almost 80 countries of the world today. So it's on that we celebrate the foundation day. And it's not just celebrating, it's also an encouragement for us, the young ones, to also continue to carry out the mission to other parts of the world. Because for our founder, his intention was that the Marist mission will reach to all dioceses of the world, and which is not yet half of it. So the foundation day we celebrate every 2nd January is to remind us that we still have a lot of work to do. For those that don't know Christ, especially the young ones, and those that are not able to go to school, so that we can able to see how to help them and continue to lay the foundation till it reach the farthest end of the ends of the world, as our founder will say.
Thank you very much. Continue making the children to be the good citizens and the good Christians. As we are rounding up our conversation, would you like to share with us your joyful experience in Mary's life as a brother?
Yes, in fact, the marriage way of life is very good, is something enjoyable, and also the most happiest day of my life as a married brother was the day I made my first profession. The joy was so much, which I cannot even express. I lack a word to express the joy within me as of then. It was so nice because the formation takes 4 years before you do your first profession, and moreover we started 25, but we ended up professing 7. So being among the 7 is something of joy. Am I right?
That's your life.
So that's the highest joy of my life as a married brother.
Thank you very much. Always the end is the joyful moment. So I wish you the happy new year. Continue expressing the joy of Christmas and the beginning of year 2022. And also I wish you all the best in your marriage life. You have a chosen way. Remember that the Bible tells us the bearers are few, the harvest is plentiful. So we pray for you and all those also who want to join a marriage life, they are welcome. I was Inyas Baruram Kunamungu, together with Reverend Brother John Ukandu. Thank you very much for having honored our invitation.
Thank you.